Giving us a detailed breakdown of the entire 15.19 trillion. But before then, speak to the budget performance of the previous year, which is that of 2025. And from there, we dovetail into 2026. And among other issues relating to the government policies, programs, objectives, which have been expressed in a numerical terms called the budget estimates, and see how far we have gone as an administration, and also what is left to be attended to, and how the Committee on Appropriation can intervene on some of these challenges confronting the nation's budgets.
And the number one topic is that not so much is debt sustainability. And why? Because of the pricing. It is not that the debt to GDP ratio is too high or is not in line with the fiscal responsibility or with, it's not that it's not in line with the regulations. It is that the pricing, the interest rate that the developing country as a whole are forced to pay in the international market is where the difficulty comes from. And there's a hue and cry around the world that something must be done about the high price of debt so that the high debt servicing costs can come down. I'll deal with the issue of variable rates shortly, but no less a personality than His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, has dived in to that all-important area and called for an African credit rating agency. He's calling for affordable financing. Once you have affordable financing, you're home and dry. So the issue of the not being able to predict interest rate. The president believes in I'll call it the autonomy, independence of central bank under the law. So he cannot dictate interest rates, and we have seen around the world what it means and how important it is to be able to. But if you cannot, so for instance, in 2023, when the president assumed office, he was paying 8% for treasury bills. It went as high as 24% because what it is, the stability, the appreciation of the exchange rate is directly related to being able to attract foreign exchange. And a large part of being able to attract foreign exchange is giving them the price they want. Then they give you the foreign exchange. Then you have stability.
For the commendation, I just want to put it in perspective. And the perspective is that when economic works, it works for everybody. And that is what we've seen. It's just as a result of the reform being led by Mr. President that we have exchange rate down, we have inflation down, but the crux of the matter, which is what I hear from all conversation here, is that why is budget not being funded? And the answer is also in this room. It is what I think, by God's grace, we will correct this year. Budget funding comes from realistic budgets. And we need to understand that. And that is where we started from. And I've preached this. Budget efficiency is not in the quantum of the budget. It is in the amount you can carry out. And I will put it in perspective. If what we think we have is 10 naira, you told me that what you have this year is 10 naira, I will go and buy one cap, one shirt, one shoe, and one slippers. But if you give me the impression that I have 100 naira, the first 10 naira I can use it to go and buy 10 caps, no shirt, no trouser, thinking that when the next one comes, I will use it for shirt and the other one would never come, and I have problem of even the cap, I can't wear it because I can't go out naked. And that is the question where we started from. Now,